Right, I'm now getting ready. I've been saying this for the past 4 bloody updates. I'm getting ready for the Gantry Davits. So I put my framework on top of the raised platform that I made in the previous update. So I just went with 2 styrene strips that way, one there. I've also made some little carrier rods as well, tiny, and then just measuring 9mm for each one, each stanchion, and just using the Tamiya glue, because the Tamiya glue dries fairly quickly. So I've just put them in one by one. I did 4 this morning before I went up Bilston. I've just got back from Bilston shopping and I did the following 4. So I've just got to wait for these to dry now, and then probably tomorrow morning maybe I'm going to start putting the beams in that way. I won't be putting them on top, I'll be putting them inside, because don't forget that's 1mm high and them sitting on top of there. So that's me 10mm, so I'm just going to put the strips in between each one, and then eventually just do the crossbeam. But that's it's not looking too bad, and I've made it just so the lifeboats just sit in. They're not like tight, but you know, they won't move. I'll give them probably about 0.5mm clearance per lifeboat. But yeah, it's not looking too bad. So all I've got to do is just wait for that to dry. Let's see what happens. Right, so I'm now put my rods in to make the square roof, as it were, but I've screwed up with my measurements. It's not 10mm to there, that's 9mm. But then I've put these in, and from there to there is actually 8mm. But I'm happy with this, to be honest. It's perfectly fine. So I've just gently cut them out and got my tweezers and put them in and just dropped the glue in. Like I said, my measurements are slightly off because that one's slightly too tall at the back, and that one's slightly too tall there, this second one. So I'm just going to have to wait for these to dry fully and get my nippers and just nip that little bit off, because they're slightly too tall. And then what I'm going to do is, once the glue's dried, now I've realised my cock up, I'm just going to get these 2 rods here and plop them on top. There's the one, and there's the 2. Just plop them on top there. Oops, that one's just come off. But you get the gist of it. Because like I said, with that one at the back there, the second one has been slightly too high, it's not level. So I've got, like I said, with the tweezers, just got to knock these off, put them on there like that, and that's what it'll look like when it's finished. And then what I've got to do then is, I don't need to build the uprights for the second level, because the lifeboats, from the pictures I've seen, just sit on top of there like that. There's no guardrails, there's no nothing. They just sit on top of there. So the only thing I'll have to do is put see those little mounting channels I've done there, just cut it out at an angle, and then just a little bit of just straight down, just a tiny little amount. I'm going to have to put some of those on top of there, but that's it. That's it for that. So I've just got to, like I said, just nip the top of that one off and nip the top of that one off, and then they'll sit level. Yeah, very fiddly work indeed, and I've got my measurements slightly wrong, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, I've just got to wait for the glue to dry now. Right, welcome back. The forward lifeboat rack is almost done. So when I'd left you, I was preparing to put all this on, and with the uprights, I've done the uprights, each one separate. I've done the little cradles for the lifeboats themselves. I then put the tops in. I put them inside, not on the top, in between the two uprights, and then I just got another piece once all that dry and just top it all off. So that's that all nearly done. I've also done my cross beams. Where are they? There they are. They're in my cross beams. So my cross beams, I've got to go inside there. It's going to be a pain in the arse to manoeuvre them. I probably should have done them before I put the tops on. But, yep, that's where I'm sitting at the moment. Because what I'm going to do now, once I put the cross beams in, I can get this ready for the a lifeboat and one of the mountain launch lifeboats. I've got 3, but there was only 2 on the Britannic at the time, so they've given me a spare at China 3D prints. So I've just lightly primered them with white primer. I've still got to cut them off the cage so I can get underneath and finish off each motor launch. And one of them is going to sit on there with a lifeboat behind it. But yeah, not a little bit of progress, but slow progress, but I'm getting there slowly. Right, done a bit more work yesterday and over the course of the week, and it's getting there. Right, so my forward lifeboat rack and davit is pretty much all complete. So when I'd left you, I'd just got the 2 top beams put on the top. So I've done that. And now I finally put me cross beams in. That was very, very frustrating, fiddly work indeed. So I'd cut my cross beams too big. So what I had to do is I had to trim them down, try and fit them. They was too big, and just kept trimming them, and eventually they went in. And I've done all 4, and it was very frustrating, fiddly work indeed. So I had to get my tweezers to get the cross beam in, and then I had to get my blade of my cutter behind there to try and like hold it into place. But then it would kept falling forward. I'd get it in, it would fall forward again, or it would twist as I was trying to put it in, or it would ping off the tweezer and I'm trying to maneuver it back into place. But eventually I'd done it, and I was using some few choice effing and jeffing words, if you catch my drift. So I'd done all those. I got them all in eventually. I put that little extra piece of plastic in there for the motor launch lifeboat in, because it was only slightly resting on there, and it would have easily come off. So I've just put the one on the inside just to give it a bit more surface to sit on. Then it come to my davits. Now on each davit there's a foot, and right inside there where it's connected there's a little hole, and on the foot there's a little tiny little peg, and you've got to put them in there slightly. And you can see where I've been trying to fit it, because I primed the feet. I also put a bit of my sheet plastic, my 6mm sheet plastic, and it's 1mm thick, and I put each foot on there and then cut it down so it gives it a bit of elevation. It looks, because a lot of the builds that I've seen them on like a piece of plastic. I probably should have gone all the way across, to be honest, instead of just on the feet. So I cut them down, glued them on, primed them, and you can see where I've been trying to manoeuvre. So I put my Tamiya extra thin in the hole and the little peg, and I tried to get it in because it would give me that more manoeuvrability while it's trying to dry. And you can see where I've got the foot and I've tried to maneuver it and it's slipped, and I'm trying to maneuver it back into place and it's slipped, and I'm trying to maneuver it back into place to get the right fit. And in the end, I use my super glue, but as the super glue is setting, it give me the maneuverability, so I could move it before it's set. So I'll super glue them back on, put a drop of super glue in the hole, lined them up, and eventually, as the glue was drying, because I put it up straight here, but then as the super glue was starting to set, I pushed them back slightly, and eventually they dried. Now you can probably see that the one on this side is slightly taller than that one, because when I built this back in 2012, I don't think I got the decks 100% lined in the superstructure, because on the Revel kit the superstructure is actually built onto the hull, when on the Academy you can do it separately. You can put all 3 decks in separately, and then once you've got it all complete, then slot it on top. But on the Revel, that's all one piece on the hull. So where the deck lines in the groove here, I don't think I've got it 100% into the deck. So it's like slightly on the piss. So that's why that one's slightly taller than that one. But I've got them in. So all I've got to do now is, now the glue's dried, I'll probably just sand off the bits where it kept slipping on me with the tweezers, and then just repaint it to the deck colour. And then the feet themselves, I've got my the brown orange paint that I sprayed these in. I've also got the Revel one as well, and then I'll just paint that on there first, and then whatever hits the deck, I'll just cover it up with the ochre. But the feet I'm on there, very, very fiddly indeed. So when you come to do yours, if you've bought this set, just be very wary that trying to get them into the hole and trying to get them onto the deck is going to be very fiddly, because also, as they were sitting on the deck, there wasn't 100% down on the one side. On the one side here at the back, they'd be sitting on the deck, but on the back here, on the front here, they wouldn't. So I had to get my tweezer slightly and push them down. But then the glue started to loosen on the davit, so you've got to be very, very careful when you put these onto the deck. But yeah, it's looking really good. I'm still waiting for my pens off Temu, my fine liner pens, to do the rope lines on the on the lifeboats. But the lifeboats are more sprayed in white, and the motor launch has been sprayed. I've just got to detail it, and then the next update, you'll see all the lifeboats inside there and on the top. And a rather lengthy explanation to what I've done with the front davit, but at least the finish line is in sight.